Gore, back for more. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the game's leading active rusher, Frank Gore, fresh off another big game, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits third all-time in rush yards. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Gore. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. On first down, it's Gore. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Roethlisberger. And an alley to run. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Allen, and he finds Beasley, complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From the gun, it's Allen. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now Roethlisberger caught by the tight end Watson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Roethlisberger. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. To throw again is Roethlisberger.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop it for a loss of 4. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They run. It's Gore. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. Right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Ready? Like 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try, and you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. It's complete. It's Gore. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Frank Gore, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You talk about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there on a 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the 1st half, this is just complete domination. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. throwing now. Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Roethlisberger will throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down inside the 30. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it'll bring up third down. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Back to throw here. The quick slant caught. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Ready? Black 20. Mike 49. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Mike's 50. 19. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the grab by Croft. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Allen. And that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on third and long. Allen, he's got Gore. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the blitz on third down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Caught by the tight end Watson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in for 2 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third. By Beasley. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Here we go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
50's the month. 50's the month.
Another carry now for Gore. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now Allen to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Complete to Watson, the tight end. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to Switzer. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Ben to throw again. To Switzer over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10. At the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. And he takes off with it. It's a fake.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Allen now on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. The 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gore. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
27 yards there, a first down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Able to find Switzer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, and the grab by Croft. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To the air. Allen. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyler Kroft with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Here we go. Left 5, 44.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Caught by the tight end Watson. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They've been brilliant, perfect on fourth down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it, and the Bills are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He's back to throw, and this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. So still a little work to do here, but they got the much-needed conversion.
So they got that taken care of. Now you would assume onside kick in order to try and get the ball back again, in order to try and kick at least a tying field goal.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Gore. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8. And he's wrapped up. taken down back at the 25. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoffs. But nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. They try right side here. Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. Right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
This is Scarborough. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends, and where they often try to...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, wouldn't you?